There seems to be an endless debate about whether you should charge high prices or low prices. So in this video, let's talk about the philosophy of pricing, because this debate is a little overwhelming, because a lot of people, they love to say, I charge high prices, premium prices, high ticket prices. I want to earn more. I want to charge more. I want to charge high ticket prices. There's a never ending, it seems like, number of terms people use for charging more because, they want to make more money. It makes sense. On the other hand, you see many big businesses, Amazon, Walmart, many websites where you can start as a consumer and buy very, very cheaply. And so the debate is always like, well, you have a widget. Should you sell this widget for a high price, make it a premium item, add some features to it, make it glossy, add nice packaging, premium? Or should you make it ubiquitous so that, okay, maybe you cut corners a little bit on the pricing, the cost of the packaging and the cost of everything else, and some of the materials won't be as good, but the price can be 3 times cheaper and suddenly the entire world can buy it. So I want to offer you some pros and cons and when to go premium, when to not go premium. Of course, you will quickly recognize that, okay, Amazon, biggest store in the world, known for low prices. Same with Walmart, another very low store. If you want to look at real examples from successful companies online, other than Amazon, look at freelancing sites. Fiverr, start with $5. Okay, really, really, really discounted. And you can find such examples across the board, and you'll very often, most of the time, map a correlation that the biggest by market share is the company that charges low prices, because they're able to have a bigger market, a bigger addressable market of people. More people can just buy it and try it. Even if you're a rich person, sometimes you get rich by being smart with your money and not wasting it. So you still want to try the cheaper or more affordable item, and if there's a better version of it, you might be happy to buy it after if the quality is good. So you want to try something. This is one of the core interesting things. You want to let people try something easy, cheap. You can have premium options, but it's important to also have that option, to give the option to potential customers to try for free or cheaply, just so they can see, instead of having to trust you, because you live long enough and you've been burned long enough by, trust me, it's good, and then it's not good, right? So as a consumer, you learn to be careful, and this is what you want to account for as a business, like the caution of the consumer. Let them try. Now, there are some times where high-ticket products are good. When you don't have a huge market. I have something that I sell, for example. I sell to companies courses that I can make for them, custom create, or license existing courses that I have. But there's not an unlimited amount of such clients. It's a B2B situation. And so my goal is to add polish, show that I'm the best course creator in this space, show that the courses come with all kinds of benefits like updates and other things, right? And so I want to dress up the product so that it stands head and shoulders above in perceived value, that people will be like, oh, the buyers, they'll be like, oh, this is really the only game in town. I got to go with the good option. And then suddenly you have the boutique option, the boutique meaning the higher end. But I also have an option for, just in case, an individual who comes to me and, from a couple of exchanged emails, I see that they're not going to be able to afford a really expensive item. I also have some options for them that are cheaper, so they don't lose on that sale. But that's a small option. Really, that kind of small market niche thing, high end. But if you have an opportunity to go worldwide, high growth, kind of ubiquitous, like something that everybody can buy, or something used across the world, like a freelancing or products on Amazon, something widely consumed like that, then actually lower prices, it's not my opinion, it's something that's observable time and time and again, they are the better option. So this is how you want to think about, okay, not just like I like the sound of higher prices, but when does each option make sense?